What's up guys, and welcome back to another replay cast. Today's game is between Jaedong and Flash, right? So one of the most OG epic rivals of all time. We're just doing a few games of theirs on the bounce at the moment. Kind of seeing this as Flash's last active year in Broodwar. So therefore celebrate, when I say active, like, you know, playing competitions and trying to win and make an impact. I think when ASL's done, he will carry on playing. He'll just not play as much and won't play competitions. So it's kind of like a swan song, I think they call it. So doing as many games of his in the run-up to his final ASL as possible on the channel. So this game comes from August of 2025. We are on Metropolis for today's game, and we have Sulky and Light watching this. So perhaps on stream or practice, whichever it was, but definitely going to be a fun one, or at least I hope it will be. Just want to say a couple of things. I hope you guys like the new overlay. It was something that I think for a long time I needed to change, and eventually just decided to get it done. Thanks so much, guys, for the recent surge in support. You know, showing up each and every day has been incredibly rewarding. We've had a massive growth in subs and views, so it's very much appreciated. If we're meeting for the first time today and you like what you see, I'm a variety Broodwar caster showing up daily. So if you are wanting to join the tribe, please do subscribe. And by the way, for the regulars who are constantly giving me comments and feedback, I have actually created a brand new Discord server. The details are in the description box, so please go check it out. All the replays of the games that I'm now casting, I'm actually going to put in there. So to have access to these replays, I think is a pretty nice feature, and that's obviously all a part of just all you have to do is join the Discord, and it's all yours. And I have activated memberships on my channel with very well considered perks, but it's only something that you can have a read about if you're interested. Like I've said many times, for me this is just fun. If it happens, great. If it doesn't happen, that's also totally fine. Alright, and that's basically the end of the plugs and slugs. Jaedong has been harassing with his drone, and Flash is made his command center. It's got his forward racks, so walled quite nicely here. And Jaedong is just obviously doing a very standard lair opening. And yeah, man, just does not want to leave him alone. Doesn't want to overdo it though and potentially lose this drone. Let's see. Alrighty, so we are getting our gas online. Is Flash. He kind of came out after losing to Jaedong in the round of 16 of ASL 21, saying that he was kind of hitting his head against the wall with the mech build, kind of insisting that command center first mech was the right build. Obviously that's now happened well and truly after this. So I guess the point that I'm making with mentioning that is, be curious to see how many times he was practicing the different types of builds that he ended up trying in ASL in the run up to it. He is doing mech here, so we can see the factory. So he's done a little bit of like one racks constant marine production out of, you know, the front here, and that's all he's showing Jaedong. And then he is making his factory and his gas. I think the drone was pretty much chased away when he made the gas. So perhaps Jaedong doesn't know what's happening here. He is still just going Spire, but he's quite good at playing Mutas against Goliath and then pivoting into Hydras anyway. So I don't think it's going to matter too much that he hasn't yet scouted this yet, assuming he doesn't have a sense of what's coming. He will obviously get a sense when there's a second gas online and all that kind of stuff, but at the end of the day, his Mutas will hit in about 2 minutes time, and they're going to have a pretty good idea of what's cooking. So just preemptively switching off the views of our observers so that when Flash does his first scan, we're able to see what he sees. Okay, so our bunker is full, our vulture is out. Obviously, the second he shows the vultures, you know, the secret is out. It's made quite a lot of lings, surprisingly. And I think he kind of sensed what was up against here. Surrounding these vultures, really, really nicely done. He's going to get some Jaedong lings in the house. He's going to scout his build. So, gets very, very good insights into what Flash is up to. Turrets now getting denied. That's actually very good damage. It's also picked up 1 SCV. But the delay of that turret is good. We can see the first meters are on the way. Doesn't have any turrets complete yet in the natural. Trying to get a few up here in the main. So Flash is in a rush, that's for sure. And we've seen from recent games on the channel with Jaedong, his mutilus play is just next level good. It is really, really so good. So looking for an opening. A couple of turrets here next to the production. Armory's on the way. Goliaths. Charon boost, I think it is called. So it's going to be a Goliath play from Flash. And here we go. So Charon boost is just about done. By the way, I learned from a viewer, if you ever want to know if Charon boost is done or not, the color of the missiles that the Goliaths shoot actually changed. There's a hint of blue in them. So I'll show you a little bit later on when he engages again, what the missiles look like and how it slightly changes. It's brilliant to have viewers that are kind enough to teach you things about the game that you don't quite know, because there is just so damn much to learn. So to have a knowledgeable fan base is a wonderful blessing and something that I do not take for granted at all. Alright, so our harassment and picking off turrets is going good. We are going to take down this refinery. And you see there, so now that they're blue. So that's super, super helpful for me. Now I don't even have to check the upgrade, I know that he has it. So super duper useful little trick if you are somebody who is frequently watching casts, especially if you're watching them live, right? You don't have the benefit of the upgrade panel, the production panel. Those sorts of things are massively useful to know. So our first Hydras have hit the field, because obviously if it's going to be a Goliath build, we're going to get this pivot from Jaedong. So getting the standard upgrades on these Hydras. This is definitely a build that he is used to seeing and does have a pretty good counter to. So it's initial mutilus harassment, it's slowing down the turn, and then it's a Hydra pivot. So 67 supply for Flash, predominantly SCVs, only 18 drones for Jaedong. So it's been very, very, very econ lean. He's just 2 bases, predominantly focusing on making units. He's still making units now. So I feel like he's wants to try and do some kind of timing here, which is a little bit counterintuitive if he's Zerg. You'd think that the ascendancy and the initiative in the game is probably with the Terran player, but in this case, he's just kind of sacrificing econ to have a full swing. And if we look at what Flash has got, he's got the 2 bunkers, getting siege mode as well. So if he's going to take a defensive posture, it's going to be very hard to break. So a couple more mutas are around. I heard the siege tank fire. So obviously he did poke in a little bit too close to those Hydras. Alright, so now those mutas are going to be well and truly chased away. $22, so is droning now behind this and taking a third. I kind of feel like he might be a little bit stuck in the middle here. He's gone very unit heavy, quite low econ. Flash has gone relatively strong econ, defensive sort of posture, and somewhat econ light. So he's going to use this as an opportunity to take a sub 10 minute third base. And I don't think Jaedong is actually going to be able to deny this. So scans the natural. So 1-1 on our Goliaths. No upgrades on our Hydras. Just +1 attack, excuse me. There's obviously 2 weapons on the Goliaths. I don't think he's going to get anything done against these siege tanks. Scans are natural again, interestingly enough. Quiet game here. I think Flash has just got a massive, massive lead. 60 workers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it 5 factories? Yeah, it's 5 factories. Going up to 7 now. So he's going to have 7 fact power. And Jaedong, by the looks of things, is just going to have a headache. Scans the main this time. Sees the Hydra season. There's no hive tech or anything like that. I expect we might see a little move out now from Flash. Wasn't waiting for a specific timing. He's not doing... He's just about done with +1 armor. So we're mixing in a Muta Hydra composition here. Don't see him getting much done with mutas. He does have +1/+1. Does pick off a Hydra. Does pick off a missile turret. He's gonna get surrounded here though by Goliath. He's gonna have to hightail out of here. Oh dear. So 101 plays 147. Supplies are starting to, I was gonna say, connect a bit closer, but there's still a 60 supply difference. We all know and we've all seen Jaedong play back from massive supply deficits in the past, so it doesn't necessarily mean too much. Getting some good work here done with these mutas. Kind of surrounded though by everything. Oh my god, these Goliaths are getting so much damage. Where are the Hydras? Here they are. What is he? He's just making mutas against mech? Oh my god, look at this. This is scary, dude. Kill this Overlord. Alright, so the Hydras come in, but they get thinned out really fast. The mutas pounce on everything. This is pretty much the game in one fell swoop. Just tanks. It doesn't have that much in terms of Goliaths, but I think he's got enough, guys. He's got enough. So many Goliaths are getting so much damage. And Flash does the mech build against Jaedong this time. And it works like a bomb. Right? So we cannot literally say that every single time he pulled out the mech build, he wasn't able to win with it. I've covered games of his from the past. One, a famous one on Matchpoint back in 2010 where he went mech and he won. So definitely can be done. But I think it's something that Jaedong has adjusted to in subsequent games. This little pot of tanks was going to get all the damage done here. So a quick one here in Metropolis. I hope it was fun for you. I really did enjoy bringing it to you. I'll bring you guys something fun, awesome, and wonderful to look forward to tomorrow. Until then, thank you so much for watching. Take it easy. Bye!